I got a special guest joining me. He knows a little bit about the Orange Angels, and one particular, Sharon Beld, boyfriend here. Yes, good job, Say. Joining us here. Of course, you and the fellas don't get in action until tomorrow. You start off with Kyrgyzstan, but I know you watched the first game, the 21-11 win over the Philippines, which, of course, Beld balled out. How much of your game is rubbing off on your ladies?
Man, it's tough, you know, watching the game with your girlfriend while you're not playing yourself. Like, it feels already like playing today, but I can handle it.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's got to be nerve-wracking when you watch her play, because you know, you guys, you have the same craft. You play basketball, and you obviously look at her game and say, do you give her tips or advice or talk to her after the games about what she could have did or how well she did?
It's after the games, but it's every day at home. Like especially in this kind of months, like it's every day it's talking about 3x3 and how we can get better and what can we do on the court to make sure that we can perform at our best.
Well, the Orange Angels, they weathered the emotional storm in their first game against the Philippines. The crowd was in it. You know, a lot of times, even if a team is a little bit less talented, so to speak, sometimes that energy from the crowd can disrupt things. But the veterans for the Orange Angels took care of business, and now they look to go 2-0. This is going to be easier said than done. This Hungary team is no team to sleep on. Again, these are the silver medals from the World Cup just a year ago, and they got a monster down there on the block in Buzoki, and right on cue, she takes the feed and then gets the score. So we'll see if the Netherlands can respond here. Bell handing off to Bettenville. Loses the rock a little bit. And shot clock violation. What do you think that the Netherlands, the key would be for them to get a win in this game against Hungary?
Hungary is very team with a lot of experience, so you have to play really physical with them, because if you let them play, they're really dangerous and they play the pick and roll really well, and they can get easy baskets like another one right here.
Yeah, and that was really facilitated by Amber Theodorian. You know, she's a veteran in 3x3, former number one player in the world, and she creates so much for what they do. 4-1 as it stands right now, Hungary in front. And once again, the feed on the inside. Bozoki with the score. Ooh, 2K with the cross. Oh, but she couldn't finish it off. So now Ruzjak will get it down to Bozoki, but 3 in the key is caught. Bozoki making her second World Cup appearance. Theodorian the third to lead her team. So again, she's played at a high level for a long time. Speaking of playing at a high level, there's Bell to the rack. I didn't hear the applause. I didn't hear the applause. The job?
I'm too focused, man. I'm sorry.
He's too focused on the game. See, I don't take you as the yelling type, like, oh! But do you get like that, or is it just more like you take mental notes?
It's more mental notes, but I can get very emotional. But right now, I try to not do that in the position I'm right now.
Well, the thing about pool play is, you know, you obviously want to get off to a good start, but even if you split your first 2 games, you're not dead in the water. You know, with 2 more games to play on your next set of pool games, I should say.
Yeah, sure, but it's important that at least in the first day you win 1 game, because it gives you the feeling that at least, you know, you can be there in the tournament and you're competitive. And I'm happy that they won their first game against Philippines, because it's the home team, you know, and it's always tough to play against the home team because of the crowd energy of the crowd. But they did a good job there. But now they have to, you know, this is a competitive team.
And I would think that this is probably the juncture in the game as Sharon steps up to the free throw line here. This is probably the point in the game where this is where you feed her down low. She knocks the free throw down, right?
I think so.
I mean, she's got the height advantage. That's the biggest mismatch on the court. I love her game. She can step outside the 2-point arc and knock them down, and she's, I mean, excellent down in the paint area.
For sure. That's her strength. If she can get a ball like with 2 feet inside the paint, then it's just a turnaround jumper, and it's always high percentage.
So, but what's next on the, you got to teach her how to dunk? Y'all working on the calf raises and the
we're too old
squats
for
and all
that, man. We're too old for that.
5-3 game. Hungary in front. So we get a look at them for the first time. Bizoki turn around, kissed off the glass. Killer Clerks trying to break out the killer crossover, almost lost it. 2K drops the dime. Clerks, oh, point blank, Bell can't follow either. So Majessi to the hole. Couldn't finish it though. So Coit changes direction, drops it off. Bell, short jumper, and it comes up short. So still a 3-point advantage for Team Hungary. And a foul called on the inside. That would be foul number 3. Well, 3 on Hungary, 1 on the Netherlands. Just a reminder for you, 7 puts you in to the penalty, and you don't want to be there. But so far, so good. Both teams playing pretty well on the defensive end. And Sharon Bell showing off for her man, doing some broadcast duties with us. Jesper Jobse of Team Netherlands for the fellas, one of 4 teams here of our 36 countries represented with both a men's and women's squad. And I can tell you from, again, me broadcasting for our 4th year now, 3x3, the Netherlands always field good teams on the men's and women's side. The fellas team a little bit different this year, as no Joey Shelvis and no big Boss Rosendahl, the Mountain. So how's the team looking? How you guys feeling chemistry-wise?
Yeah, I think we look really well. We played some tournaments over the last weeks, and we qualified for 2 World Tours already, so that was really nice for us. And then, at some point you have to choose who's going to play for the national team, and I think like it did at this moment, we are with the right 4 players here to compete at our best. And we're a really dynamic team now. We can move much better than the years before.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more outside gun power, so let's see what happens. But
right, that's saying a lot because listen, in case you don't know, the Netherlands men here at the World Cup last year, silver medalists. So they came up just short. And here's another little thing for you. Guess who they'll be playing in their second pool play game tomorrow? Serbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
again.
You anxious for that one?
No, I'm excited for that one. Yeah, because we love playing against them, and we know what to do against them to win. And let's see what happens. We play them so many times, and it's good maybe that we're playing in a different team right now with some other players to get some new energy in that game too. And they had a change as well. So
yeah, I was gonna say they got a new look too. Yeah. They added last year's regular season MVP. Speaking of the Pro Tour, Stefan Stojic. How much do you think he changes things for them and changes the way you guys have to guard him?
He's another all-round player who can do everything on the court. But now they have 2 guys who love to have the ball in their hands. So let's see how that works out.
Yeah, there's got to be enough ball to go around. That's for tomorrow, but in the meantime, right in front of us right now, Netherlands trailing by 4. Hungary with that trailing by 3, excuse me. Hungary with that 7-4 advantage. Getting close to that 5-minute mark, the halfway mark. And we'll see if the Orange Angels can make it a 2-0 day in pool play. A little bit of work to do. Hungary is just as hungry as they are. No pun intended. So now as Bell checks out, Netherlands going smaller with Coit, Clerks, Bettenville. Clerks setting the screen. I talk a lot about the passion from the Filipino fans, and I still stand true to this. They're the most passionate basketball fans that I've seen. But I tell you, there's a close second. When I was in Amsterdam last year for the Europe Cup, listen, they go hard for the Netherlands. They go hard up there. So shout out to the Netherlands. So all their support. We see you guys, the comments on social media. Oh, good score on the inside for Jesse. Nice control through the contact and everything. And Jesse getting it to go off the glass. Clerks, stop, couldn't pop. And now foul call on Hoyt away from the ball. That foul number 4 on the Netherlands. So no immediate danger for either team in terms of the penalty situation, but 4.5 to play, something to keep an eye on. Bozoki, feed to Theodorian. Theodorian, long on the shot, but fouled in the process. She's going to shoot 1. And now we're up to 5 fouls apiece. Bell to Bettenville. Bettenville couldn't handle the rock. I think that was hit out on off of Hungary. So 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Remaining for the Orange Angels. They got to get something up and get it up quick. Try to defeat it. Bell and shot clock violation. So maybe the right idea on that play. Just didn't execute it quite well.
No. You see, Hungary's defending really physical, so it's tough to get the right shot up. But I think they have to stay more focused on the team chemistry right now because they're going a lot of into one-on-one, and it doesn't help them at this moment of the game.
Yeah, a lot of people think 3x3 because you got three players and a lot of space, a lot of isolation, that one-on-one is the way to win it. But you know better than anybody, player movement and ball movement is going to bode better for you than anything else.
Definitely. If you can play like a really good pick and roll, it's almost impossible to defend, you know, because there's no help side. And it's always easy score. You see Hungary had a couple layups, like again,
and
one
again, yeah, you're right. That pick and roll is just deadly as Bozoki takes the feed and gets another score. Hungary now up by 7. The Orange Angels not in need of a prayer, not yet. Still plenty of basketball to be played. Well, it's at 13-4 now. And Bettenville probably looking to get a foul there, but again, the refs have kept stay true, let them play a little bit, gets a little physical from time to time. But as they step aside in action, as my expert analyst pointed out, it's that pick and roll that is picking the Orange Angels apart. And Bozoki using that size. And when she sets a screen, it's going to feel a little different than when anybody else sets a screen. You're going to feel it. And she does a great job diving to the rim to get those scores. So once again, this is the 5th edition of the FIBA 3x3 World Cup coming at you from Bulacan here inside Philippine Arena. Netherlands came up just short the World Cup last year. The ladies, that is. Fellas took silver. And the ladies with a 4th place finish, so just barely missed an opportunity to stand on the podium and take a medal home. They have struggled to get the offense going in this one, with only 5 points scored through just over 7 minutes of play, which is something that's uncharacteristic for this team. Speaks to the defense from Team Hungary, coming off that 21-11 win over the Philippines. And then Coit turns it over. And then the tough layup from Rujak. Killer Clerks Couldn't cash in underneath. Theodorian starts the ball movement. Bozoki, easy, breezy. So it's a 10-point cushion and 2 minutes to play. It'll take what? Yeah, now it's time to start praying.
We need some help from the Netherlands.
For sure. 2 minutes to play, but listen, I've seen,
Nice.
there we go. That's a big 2 right there from Coit. And if you've been following 3x3 for any amount of time, even today is an indicator. It ain't over till it's over. Shout out to Noah Lazarus on the mic, holding things down, him and DJ Flavor Maddox. 20-game days, long days for knowing them, but they holding things down, man. Oh, Bozoki, the turnaround J. She's going off, fireworks in this one. And another 2 there. Gets the Netherlands within 7. Some good D. Bozoki pulls up. Nearly hit that thing, but it rattles out. Coit, they could use this one.
There you go.
2-piece, no biscuit, and
Ain't over.
it ain't over. There we go. As soon as I said that they might need a prayer, maybe that was the prayer itself. So 16-11, but again, something to keep an eye on is that foul situation and that's also in the benefit of Netherlands, as Hungary, one more foul and it'll be in a penalty. Bettenville, step back, you don't know me like that. And then Coit, great arc on the shot. It's a couple of 2s, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game. Hungary with 6 fouls once again, Netherlands with 5. And one of the games we had circled on the slate today. Hashtag watch us play. Oh, what a dime. Couldn't finish it off though. Here's Coit. Oh, rattles out. Strong board underneath by Bell. Secures the possession for Netherlands, which leads to another double dip. And now it's 16-13. So Hungary sleeping on Netherlands a little bit. Medjesi misses long, so we're under a minute now. Netherlands pick up a 6th foul. So next foul, we're shooting free throws for either team. But it is a little bit of a silly foul. Up top, called on Coit. And Bozoki's gonna shoot 2 shots. So that's a little bit of a momentum killer, depending on if Bozoki can connect, and she does on the first. And the second is good as well, so the lead back out to 5. Coit kicks, Bettenville swings it, Bell, Hezzy, drive, layup. 2-possession game, 18-14. Oh, but they fell asleep. Just a heads-up play as Rujak puts it up off the glass. 30 ticks to go. Bettenville creates some space. Coit up fake. Oh, fading away on the 2, missed it. And 20 seconds now. Hungary looking to use some clock here. Medjesi misses the shot. Bettenville skies for the rebound, but too little, too late, as the Netherlands are going to run out of time in this one. Medjesi caps it off and finishes it. You can see the emotion from Hungary. They knew how big this was against this Netherlands team. Pulled deep play for the ladies. It ends up being a 14-20 loss for the Orange Angels. And they'll wrap up their first day of pool play 1-1. Not bad after picking up that win against the Philippines. So So I guess the one positive they can take out of this one is at least they got some guest commentary from one of the best men's players.
No, I think they played a really good first game, and now at least there were some parts in this game that they really showed that they can compete with an opponent like Hungary. So they have to take the good things from today and watch video tomorrow and come back on Sunday.
Yeah,
Monday, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what day it is. What is today?
Saturday?
Today's Saturday. I don't know what month it is, what
Friday.
day it is.
It's Friday.
What
It's Friday
time
today.
it is.
Yes. Friday. So they come back on Sunday.
They'll have a day off. I'm sure they'll come up and obviously show support for the men's team tomorrow as you guys get in action. So, man, we appreciate you stopping by and giving us some of that guest commentary. Good luck tomorrow with the games.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure you got some post-game analysis to go talk to with Sharon about, huh?
Definitely.
All right, you get to
Take
it,
my
man.
time.
All right, once again, Jesper Jobse of Team Netherlands stopping by to join the broadcast. Man, we appreciate that anytime the players can come through and bless us on the mic.